Brunson drives, pulls up jumper, tie game.
Right now, both teams answering the call with big-time shot making.
Brunson driving, layup, shot is good. A Brunson barrage here in the fourth quarter. Wemby with the three, nails it. Drives on Towns, goes inside, layup, he banks it in, and a foul. Back to Brunson, corner three is up, bang, from downtown. And the Knicks take a 2-point lead. Brunson underneath, puts it up, puts it in. 12 consecutive wins for the Knicks as they take game one of the NBA Finals.
Brian Windhorst joins us following a Knicks road victory, which continues their winning streak. And Brian, much of our conversation on the program to this point has been through the lens of New York, with good reason. But I want to start with you with San Antonio. It's something you and I talked about in advance of the series, and that's San Antonio and the amount of energy they expended, both mental and physical, to defeat OKC. How did that show itself in this night, in your estimation?
Yeah, I mean, he might deny it, but I felt Victor Wembanyama was low on energy from the first quarter. Now, I know the game started out frenetic. I know when the stakes are high, you sometimes see players need their second wind. I saw Victor bending over and grabbing his shorts midway through the first quarter, and I didn't think he was able to maintain a good energy flow for most of the game. Now, he did summon it a little in the fourth, and it was almost enough. I thought I was coming here saying I didn't think he had enough energy, and he pulled it together in the end because he was almost their hero. But when you can tell, Scott, is not the plays that he makes, it's the plays that he doesn't make. When he's not able to close across the lane, when he's not jumping and contesting shots. And I think Brunson smelled it. Brunson's never going to say that, but I think Brunson smelled it down the stretch that he was moving quicker than Victor. And that's going to be something to monitor. In the last series, I felt it went up and down. So he could just as easily come out Friday and have that more of a burst. But this is something that I think is going to be a story in this series. What is Victor's energy level?
I was interested in that fourth quarter, some numbers. De'Aaron Fox didn't score, had a couple of turnovers, played 11 minutes. And their leading scorer through three was Dylan Harper, and he didn't play a ton in the fourth. And look, Fox has been an all-star, all right? But Harper, at only 20, has announced himself emphatically this postseason. I felt like it had an impact, perhaps. Did you? I see you nodding your head. You feel the same?
Yeah. What do you do if you're Mitch Johnson? It's the first game,
exactly.
First finals game of Dylan Harper's career. If you look at the second half, Fox played 20 minutes and was ineffective. Harper played 11 minutes and was better on offense. He didn't play great in the second half. He was awesome in the first half, but they needed some spark down the stretch. How do you take out your max player,
I get
franchise point guard? I get it. It's tough, but that 20-11 differential, 20 minutes for Fox, 11 for Harper. Mitch Johnson may have to take a look at that. Also, if you're micromanaging Mitch in this game, Julian Champagnie was awesome in the first half, couldn't miss, and he's got Harrison Barnes out there for stretches in that second half when it could have been Champagnie. Now, he knows his team 1,000 times better than I do. He may have had a good reason for that, but playing those two decisions on the rotation, he might think about going into game two.
I'd push back on the Champagnie. Brian, in the second half, I felt like he pulled and missed everything but the side of the backboard about 3 or 4 times. Like, he was 5 of 6 in the first half, and he was so good in Game 7. They don't win without him and the 6 he made there. But I don't know, Champagnie looked like he just couldn't find the bucket in the second half. When push comes to shove, the guy that makes the baskets on a 12 for 30 night is Jalen Brunson. At some point, their ability to win blowout games is one thing, but to win a game like this on the road against San Antonio, to grab home court, man, it speaks to what you and I spoke to last night. Why are they underdogs in this series? What most impressed you about New York?
Well, I thought Mike Brown, he put them in position to win. He brought Brunson in the game as Victor Wembanyama went out for his last rest. Brunson destroyed Luke Kornet in the second half of this game. He just destroyed him. As soon as he saw Kornet in the game, he attacked. It was so bad in the fourth quarter that he rushed Wembanyama back to the bench, back to the table to get him back on the court. I thought Brunson moderated his aggression when he was able to do so. And then when he felt that Victor maybe wasn't moving well, he attacked him. And I thought that the Knicks game plan at the other end was also effective. They were slapping at that ball. He had Towns on him to have the length. They were defending against the drive. And when he started going downhill, they started slapping against the ball. 6 turnovers for him. I think you may see Wembanyama in game 2 look for post-ups more because the perimeter, putting the ball in the court, didn't work. I thought it was a very good game plan from Mike Brown, very well executed by Towns and Brunson, and you saw the poise of the veteran players, specifically Brunson, obviously, in the fourth quarter. Captain clutch for a reason.
I'm glad you mentioned Towns. I feel like at the end of these shows, I hyper-focus on so many things. Karl Anthony Towns, 18 and 12, and the defense he played on Wemby and Fox in the fourth was spectacular. The Knicks continue winning, and they grab, not control, but they land the first punch in this final series. Brian, we'll talk again Friday night, and I'll see you in the city on Monday, all right?
Settle in, Scott. I think we're in for a long haul here.
Fine by me. More on Karl Anthony Towns, who visited with the fellows on Inside the NBA after this victory. His mom, Jacqueline, passed away from complications due to COVID in 2020. And on this night, the first night of the NBA Finals, in a game where he was great, he told the guys he felt his mom's presence throughout.
I don't know what it was, but I just felt a calm and a peace that, I don't know, had to come from the woman above. So I felt really confident about today. I felt good. You know, I felt like a kid. It felt like it was just fun out here. This is something that as a kid you always dream about. In a way, I felt like I was seeing her in the stands, and it was fun. It was really fun, and it was really comforting. It felt like a certain presence was here that was very, very loving, and I felt like I could have fun out here in Game 1 of NBA Finals, which is the weirdest thing.
Weirdest thing, but really a beautiful thing. Anyone out there who's lost a parent, particularly if you lose them young, and I did, maybe you can relate to the idea. When my dad died, I just would wish I'd see him in a dream. You know what I'm saying? Just to see him again. And now I'm an old man, and I still have that dream, just to think, I wish I could see him. And so if Karl Anthony Towns, in the first game of the NBA Finals, where he plays brilliantly, feels his mom's presence and feels like he sees her in the stands, I don't know. I just find that to be a beautiful sentiment on a night where Jacqueline's son was great, and the Knicks get the victory. We've spent most of our...
Did what you needed to do in that regard, and how can you improve on that in Game 2?
No, of course not. I agree with the coach. And, I mean, it's the same. Every team guards differently, you know. I'm going to figure it out. It's, yeah, I mean, I was bad tonight. It's not more complicated than that.
Fourth row on the right, Tim.
Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. Victor, you guys were up 12 or 14, whatever it was, midway through the third. When did you feel like things were slipping a little? Was it quick, or was it just simply just they just started making more shots? Was it something just simple like that?
It was quick, I think. I think we let that one go.
First row here on the right, Mark.
Hey, Victor. Finals game tonight, were there any jitters that bothered you from the beginning that perhaps could have affected you at all today?
I mean, it definitely felt special for sure, but nothing close that could be an excuse, you know. It was not a factor in our performance.
Fourth row on the left.
You know, I disagree with